All right, guys, it is Thursday, February the 11th. No school tomorrow, no school tomorrow for you guys. We'll be working. So February the 12th, Friday, is a teacher work day. Enjoy your long weekend, and I'll see you guys back Monday. So this is what we reviewed today. I had the kids, students tell me or give me an example of a chain of command. Let's see, we had something like, the military, where the president is in charge of the military, and then the commanders. We had a school with like a principal, assistant principals, and teachers. And what was we did a business where you've got like the owner, president, CEO, whatever you want to name them. And then maybe your districts, then your managers. So yeah, so just that flow of command there. Some examples of unity of command. We've got, I'm trying to remember what people put in the chat box. Brian says that each person should only have one boss at a time. Like for me as an example, I should only have to answer to one boss in any single moment. So if Mr. Colvin asked me to do something, and then Chad Thompson, which is my CTE director, asked me to do something, I need to know who to go to first. So first, that would be Mr. Colvin, because he's my direct supervisor. And then I would go to Mr. Thompson. So just knowing who to go to when, and making sure that you know that you only have to answer to one boss at a time. New stuff. We didn't cover very much today. We're divided into our groups of 3, but I'll get into that in a second. All right, so these 2 slides are just things that can affect the decisions that a manager makes. The first, of course, is the size of the organization. A smaller company with 3 people working is run totally different than a company with 100 people. Your managers, how much experience your managers have. If they've got more experience like me, I've got 17 years of teaching experience, so it's easy for me to lead more people. Right now I have 11 people under me, but I could probably easily manage maybe 50 with my experience. So just know the more experience your managers have, the more they can handle. And then competence. What do your employees know? Are they experienced? Can you just kind of let them do their thing? Or are they babies? Are they entry level, where you gotta kind of train them and give them a mentor to help watch over them every day? Also, the environment. So what are customers buying right now? Like a biggie right now is electric vehicles. So those gas-powered vehicles, those companies that are making mostly gas-powered cars, they need to be thinking about some stuff. Because in the next, let's say 10 years, I don't even know if you'll be able to buy a gas-powered vehicle. So customer demand is huge when making decisions. The economy, like with COVID, and the restaurant industry. Guys, restaurants and bars and gyms, and they had to make some really tough decisions to be able to stay in business. Some of those companies have filed bankruptcy. They could not survive financially just because of what happened to the economy because of COVID. And then, of course, you got technology changes. Business's life cycle. So if your business is brand new, you're going to make different decisions, from if your business is growing or if it's been around for 10 years. So a new company, you might be still trying to figure out, okay, what's some good inventory for us to have? Expanding, our inventory is growing. Mature, we're set, we've got a customer base, and we're making some nice revenue. And then your strategy based on, what you want to do in the future. Do you want to expand? Do you want to be in 2 different cities? Do you want to be in different countries? Do you want to stay where you are? And that was all we covered for today. I do have a video I want to show you on just the impact that COVID has had on the bars in North Carolina. and some of the decisions that these, bar owners are having to deal with.
Who were suing Governor Roy Cooper again. They say the restrictions on bars are creating unfair treatment of businesses, and they believe their constitutional rights are being violated. Governor Cooper says his orders are necessary to limit virus transmission. Our Justin Schreier spoke virtually with several bar owners about their frustrations and about what's next. Justin, what did they tell you?
And some of those bar owners tell me tonight that they've decided to keep their bars closed with the current restrictions in place because they say they're unable to turn a profit.
We were cut off at the ankles, then we were cut off at the knees. Now our legs are gone. So, we have just been strangled at every turn.
In a 15-page lawsuit filed against Governor Roy Cooper and the state of North Carolina, 8 bar owners claim that several of Cooper's executive orders between March and through the beginning of December are or were unconstitutional and have not allowed them their right to earn a living. The bar owners are also seeking damages of more than $25,000 because of those orders.
Other states have found ways to allow their bars to operate safely indoors, just like their restaurants. And, our attempts have fallen on deaf ears, and we're more than willing to do whatever safety measures need to be taken.
In an email to WXII 12 News, attorney Chuck Kitchen, who is representing those in the suit, says in part, the complaint is directed to the executive orders issued by Cooper, but moreover, it also challenges the constitutionality of the statute, which allows him to issue executive orders without approval by the Council of State. Bar owners Tiffany Howell, Danielle Bull, and Jason Ruth have also started the North Carolina Bar Owners Association in an effort to advocate for other private bar owners. They say over the past 10 months, they have all lost hundreds of thousands of dollars and cannot afford to open under the current restrictions in place.
I don't have an outdoor area, and with 7 people per 1,000 square foot, I would have to take the entire parking lot of my building to even make it worth my time to open the doors.
Howell says they hope this lawsuit sends a strong message. She says if they are successful, she hopes bars will be able to open with what she says are reasonable restrictions.
Allowing us to open indoors at 50%, just like the restaurants and the country clubs and the private clubs and the breweries, that would be the best case scenario. And then not excluding us going forward, including us as things gradually start to open up more and more as we as a country get a hold of this.
And in response to the suit, the governor's office says, in part, North Carolina is at the height of this emergency with record COVID-19 cases, deaths, and hospitalizations, and the governor is relying on health experts and clear authority under the law to protect the public from increased spread of this virus. He's also pushing Congress and the legislature for more help for businesses like this that have been hurt by the pandemic.
So yeah, businesses and their tough decisions that they've got to make. Ask the class, open it up for discussion to find out, what would they do if they owned a bar in North Carolina right now. Pretty tough, pretty tough. And then finally, let me show you this. Even though this project will last 2 weeks, let me at least show you where to access it. So under our class, you've got today's assignment, and you can see that it goes through today's date through the 28th. You're in a group. I have emailed everybody a group. Everybody has 3 members, and you're going to actually create this project and present it together. Winners will receive cash money. So just like we did for the first presentation, but this time you'll have 3 winners instead of just 1. So you guys can read these directions. We're going to work on it in class, but I just want to make sure that I showed you where that was on the recording, and then just also make sure that you do your exit ticket for today. I'll see you guys soon.